I feel real good about the team's progression. We're just learning a lot right now, learning a lot about each other. I mean, I'm learning a lot about them, and they're learning a lot about me. And this weekend coming up, we're going to really see, how well we've been putting those lessons in place. So, it's just been a really good preseason, a lot of growth for everyone, the whole program, and losing a really good assistant in Matt Scott too. So, it's kind of a brand new deal for us. So, the deal is that we're new, and that's exciting. But I also understand that there's just a lot of room to grow for everyone. So that's what we're kind of focusing on, is the growth. Samford is one of the best programs in the Southern Conference, and we've got to maintain that. So that standard hasn't really changed. It's just maybe the people are different. So our cultures are different now, and the process is different now, just because we're different. So I think that the goals are still the same. We want to put ourselves in a position to win the Southern Conference the regular season, and then the conference tournament, and we want to make the tournament, NCAA tournament. But to do that, you gotta really engage with each other. You gotta really learn each other, and you gotta know how to grow and how to work together. And I think that's kind of where we're at. So, it's kind of putting the cart before the horse if we talk about winning and all that stuff. So none of that really matters if you can't work well together, if you can't discipline yourself, if you can't learn the skills and implement systems and defensive packages and do those things well. So, we're really focusing on every day, really just being the best we can and controlling those things that we're trying to implement and learn in our program. So really, the first weekend is all really about you, how you're functioning, how your systems are working, what you're doing on your side of the net. You'll hear a lot of coaches talk like that in college volleyball. So, I don't know much about them. I know a little bit about Indiana State because they're Midwest folks, and I know a little bit about South Alabama. I met their coaching staff. Nichols is pretty new to me. I know that their coach, I think, has only been there a year. So they're kind of maybe doing some of the same things that we're doing. But I know that we need to be prepared. They're going to be well coached, and they're teams that are going to come in, and everyone's excited that first weekend. So I would say not to defer on the question, but it's really, this weekend's really about our journey and where we're at, and so we can kind of get a benchmark of what we're looking at and what we need to really work on, because you really don't know until you compete. You really don't know.